Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we are here back in a familiar game. This game is HYPERSHOT on Roblox. Now in the last video we actually did pretty good with the Tralalelo Tralala gun, which wasn't my best win, but it was a win nonetheless. So we've come back in, not because the game is updated, but because I think it was long due a sequel. So we'll go straight into it. You've unlocked a new ability, auto reload. You've unlocked a new ability, rewind, and we can claim 1,000 gems, which is great. Oh, they seem to have added a battle pass. We kind of need to wait for this to render in, but by the looks of it, we can claim this because it's free. Huh. All right, there we go. And look, that's the premium one, which we have to buy for I think 800 Robux. Anyway, here we are. The main screen. I don't know if there's much else to do except from, let's go ahead and open this case we got in the last video. Skip it, and we got the, oh, we just missed the Stargazer. Done. Alright. Where do we check loadout? Here we go, loadout. We've got the Tralala Tralala gun, obviously. We got the, I don't know what gun that is. Edit. What gun is that? The MP5. We've got the sniper, we've got the shotty. I think we'll stick with the Tralala Tralala gun, if I'm being honest, because it seems to probably be the best in this. Okay, so let's head right in. I think for this video it's going to be longer unedited clips, just because we know what we're doing now, and we can just make it into a conversation, which I quite like having conversations on videos because I feel like I can get my opinion out more, and I like talking. If you haven't figured out from the 50+ videos on this channel, where I do nothing but talk, and then sometimes I'd play games and talk on the side, which yeah, I love talking. Talk, yap, yappuccino. Who ordered the yappuccino? It's definitely not me. But yeah, it's fun. I do like talking a lot and expressing my views on opinions on things. Something I would actually like to talk about is the new Pokemon Megas. Now, I've not actually made any official reaction videos, and that is only because they probably wouldn't fit the vibe of my channel, to be honest. Like, Pokemon Showdown was something I had a trial run on my channel, and it kind of flopped. But I think I'll definitely still be making videos like that more. But the thing is just that I feel like reaction videos is more like someone who specializes in Pokemon. I feel like that is more their sector. Which obviously, I think it would bring a little more clout to my channel, but I don't want to be known for Pokemon stuff, if I'm being honest. I think Roblox is definitely a safe place to make my fortune, because there are a lot of games, it never gets old, and the thing with Pokemon is that if you, well, this is actually quite a famous saying in the Pokemon community, if you play one Pokemon game, you've played them all. Because, like, you recycle the same concept of 8 gyms, battling the Elite Four, battling the champions, some team trying to, you know, get in your way. But the thing with Roblox is that there's always new games popping up, because back in 2018, it was all about Jailbreak and maybe even Mad City and Adopt Me and stuff like that. But nowadays, it's like Grow a Garden and Steal the Brainrot are the best games, which are complete, utter, you know, polar opposites of each other. But they're still some of the most popular games on Roblox, just like Jailbreak and Adopt Me were back then. I think maybe you might even like raise and adopt a child instead of Adopt Me, but I do remember Adopt Me being prominent in like 2021. Also, Meep City. Meep City is an absolute gem of a game. I used to love Meep City. Used to play it every day until the online days got there, and after that it kind of all just went downhill. And now, if you look on a game that used to be one of the most popular on Roblox, period, is now only getting 300 players like a week, and honestly it's just so upsetting, because if only Alex Neutron, the developer, actually fixed his issues before they got out of hand. And I'm gonna be honest, I think Alex Neutron kind of quit Roblox because obviously he probably would have done something if he knew that his game became infested by e-daters and, you know, other bad actors. Like, I'm pretty sure that's where lots of grooming used to happen as well. And obviously because kids and loads of kids used to play Adopt Me just because of online dating, then it would be quite easy. Because online dating is kind of like simple, because how are you supposed to tell what someone does? Obviously, I'm not endorsing online dating. If you online date, then please leave my channel, unsubscribe, and never show up again. But I'm just saying, it's dangerous and it's easy to get into, and it's hard to get out of that. So my advice would definitely be to not talk to anyone online, and if you are, make sure you know the person. And if you don't know the person, then be very careful what you share with them, because anything that you share with them, you don't know where that information is going. So yeah, that's just a little tidbit from me. Now back onto Pokemon. I think we should talk about the new Megas, if I'm being honest, and some of the controversies that are swirling around on them. I think where we can start, and the Mega, aside from the starters, we'll talk about the Call of starters in a second. Aside from the Call of starters, I definitely think Mega Dragonite is probably raised the most alarm bells in people's mind. That is only because, though, it looks pretty simple. And my answer to the people who say that Mega Dragonite looks pretty simple is, what about Mega Absol? What about Mega Kangaskhan? Mega Kangaskhan's like a great example, because it literally just takes its child, which was already part of its design, out of its like little baggy thing. Like, you can't call, and yeah, you can't just call a Mega simple and uncreative when that's literally every single Mega ever. It's not supposed to be a whole new Pokemon. It's supposed to be an add-on to the Pokemon. Like Mega Mawile, for example. That thing looks like uber cool, but look at what really changes. Let's see. Mega Mawile is like the one with the kind of like dress thing on, and yeah, I'm thinking of the right one. It doesn't really change much, and obviously it does fit the mold of a Mega, since it looks like a Mega version. But like, come on, what can you expect? Like, obviously it's not going to look crazily different, and I know people are expecting that, and people still do expect that from future Pokemon. Obviously, like Dunsparce. Dunsparce was the biggest meme in the community, not because it was strong, not because it was fast, it's because it was insanely rare for how insanely bad it was. And yeah, Dunsparce was nowhere near as good ever, and people were expecting what, some next level dragon? Come on, it's Pokemon. If they're gonna create a meme Pokemon that is purely satirical, they're not gonna take it seriously. Like, come on, it's common sense. And onto the Kalos Megas. I think it is absolutely rubbish that they're locked behind a paywall, because me and my siblings absolutely adore X and Y, and when we heard ZA was being announced, it was like our prayers have been answered. Great, finally a Kalos game that won't have an unfinished story, with a legendary that they completely left in the box in Zygarde. And even then, around the time, there were leaks of like Pokemon Z being in the files for X and Y, and it's just like, why would you do that? Like, Mega Greninja, greatest Mega I think ever. I think I might be blinded by the Gen 6 nostalgia, but still, love Mega Greninja. You wanna know why? Because it looks cool. And it's not necessarily the most flashy Mega, like Mega Charizard X, or, for example, I don't know, what are good Megas? Mega Garchomp. It's not exactly flashy, but it's still very cool, and I enjoy it. And also, Mega Delphox. Mega Delphox is uber cool. It embraces the witch motif, which is great. And Mega Chestnut, it is kind of like what Mega Emboar has been announced to have, but obviously Mega Emboar is a different Pokemon, firstly, and secondly, it'll be a good dynamic, won't it? It'll be a good thing to come off of, and it'll be definitely a good thing to see once Emboar actually gets its Mega announced, which will probably it'll probably definitely be before the game gets announced, because the second game gets released, someone could just check the files. So yeah, that's my view on Pokemon, and also the new Megas. But them being locked behind a paywall, which is the rank ladder, is absolutely insane. They should definitely change that. I hate that, honestly. Anyway, let's go ahead and run back into the match. I kind of need to warm up. It's been a while since I actually joined the game. But I left the game to get some water, and then now I feel like my hands are like really tired, because school started up, and I've been revising my absolute rear end off. Like, it's actually insane. I've got a whole binder of like revision notes and flashcards and revision timetables that have failed. I've started on a revision timetable that is actually good now, but they've definitely been through the editing stage way more than once, which is it's irritating. Like, you can't really find, it's like you have to find that balance, don't you? You have to find the work-life balance where you can't exactly spend all your time revising, because that obviously just isn't healthy, but you also can't spend your time thinking about revising or procrastinating, because procrastination is honestly the death of all aspiring students. Because I remember when I was in the year before, year 10, I didn't revise at all, and I got 6s in my mocks, which at first glance is great. Honestly, like a 6, that's not bad. It's like 2 grades above a pass, and it's not like they were low 6s, they were high 6s, so I only had like a few grades off a 7 for most of my subjects. Some of them, like chemistry and biology, like, come on, you can't expect me to be good in those. Like, honestly, they're literally curated for you to do bad. Like, there's no actual way people take those subjects seriously. But yeah, I think I definitely could have done better if I revised, and my advice to any year 10s watching, if any year 10s actually do watch these videos, revise earlier, because that's a mistake I made when I first started year 10, and is a mistake I'm trying to avoid now, because that is advice that all my year 11 friends have given me, which I am thankful for. And yeah, let's actually get to the game now. That'd be great. What else is there to talk about? I guess Pokemon Legends ZA, in general, actually. I think I'd like to talk about that. So, obviously, with every good Pokemon game, there are like a truckload of leaks, and this generation is no different. If you haven't seen the leaks, then, and if you don't want to be spoiled, which is totally understandable. I remember on the lead up to Generation 8, I was like, don't leak the new gimmick to me, no thanks. Obviously, if you don't want to be spoiled, then click off or skip ahead like 2-3 minutes, and those pray they'll be answered. Anyway, just to give a chance to the people who haven't skipped yet, please skip ahead a little bit. We're going to be talking about leaked megas. Bye. Alright, now for the people who are still here, the leaked megas, there are quite a few of them, and I think we'll start with Mega Scrafty. Now, Mega Scrafty has, it's kind of obvious that Scrafty would be getting a Mega, and it's purely because it's just a Pokemon that felt really unfinished. Like, Scrafty is great. I'm not saying Scrafty is bad, but its defensive typing has a lot to be decided. I know that it's a pretty good offensive typing, but obviously I don't play Scrafty a lot. Oh, I've just flown right into okay, oh, great, okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and spin. Anyway, back to Mega Scrafty. I think the concept art for Mega Scrafty is pretty good. If I remember correctly, it's kind of like Scrafty just with a hoodie on, basically. Which, obviously, it's obviously not the biggest change ever, but again, when they are, and you can't really expect a massive change from a second stage evolution to the Mega. You can't really expect that big of a change at all, honestly. And honestly, I think they did great. Like, honestly, I don't think I could imagine anything else Mega Scrafty would be, because it does kind of give that, like, edgy teenager vibe, where Scrafty is more like, like, especially if you watch the anime. Buddy. Get out of here. Yeah, especially if you watch the anime. I think it was Ash who had the Scraggy in Gen 5. I don't actually remember, but there was a Scraggy around, and yeah, he was very naive, very, very naive, and we don't actually see what happens after that. Like, how was its life after being a Scrafty, and how did it change? But I think it is pretty safe to assume that it does change quite drastically. And I keep walking to the enemy base. I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah, and it does kind of give that vibe of the edgy teenager, but it doesn't really look like it. It looks like a mob boss, and it looks like the kind of Pokemon that I think Piers should have had, and I think it did have in Generation 8, the Gym Challenge, 7th Gym Leader, doesn't Dynamax, kind of like a Rockstar. I think obviously Obstagoon was a great fit, but I think maybe Toxtricity would have been better. So maybe like the Electric type Gym Leader that didn't that didn't have to actually Dynamax this Pokemon for some like, I don't know, like technical reason, like he would pop into computers, like what's his name in Sun and Moon, that guy with the glasses who works at the space industry. Yeah, he like some like really geeky compute guy who like uses Scrafty because not Scrafty, who uses Toxtricity just because of its ability and its aesthetic, and obviously I think Toxtricity would be better with Piers, but then it overlaps with the type, and then yeah, they would be pretty messy there. But yeah, I think maybe what they could have done is saved it for Generation 9 and then have Toxtricity be a Terra Darkmon for a Dark type gym leader who's also a Rockstar. Like, what's his name now? Her name. The woman in Gen 9 who, she's a rapper and she raps and she seems pretty musical. But I think maybe a Terra Ghost Toxtricity would be pretty cool there just for the coverage, because I'm pretty sure Dark is not a very defensive typing, and also fighting. Wait, no, not fighting. What else is good against? Right, yeah, Psychic. Psychic doesn't actually resist poison. It's super effective against poison, but doesn't resist poison, which means they'll do pretty good coverage. And also, Electric is just a good type overall in terms of offense. It's obviously not the best since they're the type immune to it, but it still it doesn't really have any resistances apart from I think Steel and then maybe Rock. I don't remember. But yeah, I think Mega Scrafty is going to be cool to see, and yeah. Now on to the next Mega. I think this is off the top of my head, by the way. Mega Clefairy. I think it's Mega Clefairy. Yeah, I've heard all across the net that it will just be a bigger and more vibrant. You know how like they have those like little wing things in the back of them, like little wings, like little fairy wings that like look like they're supposed to be fairy wings, but kind of like didn't get the memo. Yeah, those are like really big, and there's more of like a color gradient from like green to pink on those wings, which is pretty cool. Obviously, if you don't want to imagine these and want to see them on like a picture, there is of course lots of fan art on the web. Just do a quick search, leaked megas, and you should be able to find it. It's also pretty dominant on TikTok as well. Like PokeTalk is still definitely around on there. Oh, we just absolutely jump scared this guy. Great. Oh, he's bouncing. Anyway, yeah, Mega Clefairy, definitely cool mega, definitely something I'll be using. Something I'm the most excited for. Actually, let's just die real quick. This clip's getting a little too long. Die! Shoot me! Have I killed him? Come on, lads, come on. Get grape, honestly. Get grape. Come on, kill me. Thank you. My God. Now, this will probably be the last subject of the video, but Mega Phalanx, oh my gosh, they hit the mark so good that I don't think they'll be able to make a better Mega. Mega Phalanx, basically, if you want to imagine it, is just a Phalanx, but they're in a stick figure formation, so they're literally a stick figure with Phalanx at the hands, Phalanx at the arms, Phalanx at the body, and he gets a sword and shield. Which honestly, it's not that much of a change. Which they literally stack up in their main attack animation, no retreat, where they kind of just declare that they're not going to retreat and then boost all their stats at once. Which I'm actually planning on making a team for Phalanx, since I know it hasn't got really good stats, but I kind of want to make it work. Maybe that'll be a video idea. I'm not sure, but yeah, the concept of Phalanx is supposed to be like a Sword and Shield Pokemon, where we didn't actually get a Sword and Shield Pokemon in New to Sword and Shield, which is kind of odd, seeing as we got like, well, obviously we've got the legendary dogs, but you're expecting like how they had Cyclizar and then they had Scarlet and Violet being Miraidon and Coraidon. You're kind of expecting something in the middle like that, like Zacian and Zamazenta both being legendary dog, made over the dog with like, I don't know, just the middle, like maybe a bow or something. No, that sounds really stupid, but like something like Aegislash. Maybe if Aegislash came out in like Generation 8, then it would fit more, since it fits like the Darkest Day medieval like knight and you know, the knightly feel to it. I think Aegislash might fit like a whole lot better in Generation 8, just because it just fits the vibe, and also it's a steel type, which fits like the scheme of them both being steel and then a type. Like for example, Zacian is Steel Fairy, and then, well, the crown versions anyway, and Zamazenta being steel fighting, which is honestly genius. I don't think I could have come up with a better thing. But the only thing with the steel fairy type is absolutely jacked, and obviously they've had steel fairy types in the past. Like, where are they shooting me from? Oh, he's shooting me from there. Right, okay. Obviously, they've had steel fairy types in the past, where they had Mega Mawile, which absolutely dominated the competitive scene. They had what is it called now? Tinkerton, which had the strongest steel type move in the game, which hit in one turn. Another steel beam, which was like 150 attack damage. But Gigaton Hammer, definitely the strongest ever, and maybe even the strongest move, but they give it trash stats. Now, the thing with Zacian is it's a legendary Pokemon, which means it has no trash stats, which means it'll dominate any competitive scene, and it did dominate since its main attack, Behemoth Blade, and its ability, I think, Dauntless Sword, or Intrepid Sword, there we go, Intrepid Sword gave it damage boost on switching, which is great, and also stacked with Helping Hand. You don't even need to set up, and you've got +2, ooh, gun game. Each kill gives you a different gun. Alright, cool. Anyway, yeah, if you think about Zacian, stacked with like Helping Hand and a healing move and just its insane attack stat in general, and also stab moves with the Fairy and Steel type, which no type I don't think resists both Fairy and Steel, which is great. Oh, this is good. Where are you? Wait, what? Why? Get out of here. X. Anyway, yeah, it was crazy, absolutely wild. The Zamazenta didn't really see the same success, but it still found a way. It found a niche in Scarlet and Violet since it could Terra. But yeah. Oh, bro, you gotta be joking. You get over here. Stabby, stabby. Yeah, boy. Yeah. So honestly, I think Aegislash would have fit way better in. Oh, this is like. Okay, wait. Let me just. All right, nice. Anyway, yeah, Aegislash definitely would have fit a whole lot better in Sword and Shield, just because it fits the like knightly vibe, whereas like the not the Swords of Ruin, the Heroes of Ruin. There we go. Where am I? Yeah, the Heroes of Ruin, and like how they bathed in the ice place, and like just the whole like medieval feel to it. But obviously the got him. Yeah, I think Aegislash would have fit way better. But also, that's really it, isn't it? There's really not much else to talk about. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, if you have watched into the bulk of this Yap Sesh, you must enjoy what I do, which I doubt it, since no one actually watches past the first minute of these videos, which is kind of upsetting. But you know, I've got 100+ subscribers, which means some people care to stick around, right? I hope so. Anyway, yeah, if you have stuck around until now, that means you must enjoy what I do. And logically, if you enjoy what I do, you would want to subscribe. So please go ahead and do that. It's just down there. Also, drop a like down there while you're down there, just because it's free, and also it's literally just right there. It's literally like poking you in the eye at this point. Because they also both help me like an absolute ton, because they motivate me to make videos. And obviously videos, I've not got that much time since I am, you know, revising and this and that, and you know, it all rolls up into a life somehow. I don't get much time to make videos like these anymore, but I will still try to do them every day, and hopefully we'll get to the point where videos aren't things I have to make every single day just so I can keep my monthly view rate up. So yeah, please subscribe. That would be great. Like as well, and comment down below you subscribe, so maybe I'll even call you out on it. Suggest a game, because you'll definitely be oh, what on earth is that? Oh, it's a Brainrot like bomb thing. That's cool. Jesus, question life decisions. Oh, level 20. Great. Okay. Yeah, comment on games you'd like to see me play, because I remember HYPERSHOT was a suggestion, and look at this, now we are back in HYPERSHOT and we are doing absolutely amazing. These guys are having a time of their lives. Why are they just stood there together? Oh, we hit level 20, got 10,000 cash, great. And, oh, every kill, oh right, no, that's new, that's not new information. Did you see that? Oh my gosh, I completely missed that. Also, it seems like a bad time to mention it, but if the footage is laggy, that is because, oh, chicken wing, chicken wing, chicken wing. Oh, dang. Yeah, anyway, if the footage is laggy, that is because I'm still in data, which I actually didn't consider. Yeah. The recording might be crazy like it. Anyway guys, if you did enjoy it then please consider subscribing and liking because they help, and comment down below any of the games you'd like to see me play. And with not much else to say then, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay in good health and goodbye.